verses
Oh,
specifically.
a few verses.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, just throw up some verses.
Okay, like right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Likewise, no one pours new wine into old wineskins. Otherwise, the new wine will burst the skins, and it will be spilled. The skins will be ruined. Rather, new wine must be poured into fresh wineskins. And no one who has been drinking old wine desires new, for he says the old is good.
Cool.
Is that what we're doing? We're doing that one.
That one sounds fun.
Okay, cool.
Do you understand that
it
in
just
the
seems-
text of Lent?
No. Do you?
Colby says no. Alex says
I say
yes.
Okay.
I could. Alex, explain it.
yeah. I see it. So like, they're talking about like you don't do the same thing that you always do. Like you're not pouring your old wineskin into your new wineskin. Like you're just not gonna repeat the same old habits all over again. Like so, like the whole point of Lent is to grow and to prepare for the crucifixion and death and resurrection of Christ. And so we're preparing ourselves by doing something and suffering in a way that we don't usually. So like giving something up, praying in a different way, being almsgiving. And so you're doing something new. You're not doing the same old thing that you did last Lent, which you can do the same thing you did at last Lent. Like if you didn't actually do it, you could like try again, as long as it's like within capability of what you are able to do. If it's out of your range, like selling your whole house and all that, then that's obviously not a good idea. But like fasting every day or something like that.
Love it. Love it. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the Sim Life podcast. We apologize that it's been, 2 months, 3 months? We posted like 4 and then stopped.
It's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah. So we took winter break and just didn't see each other over winter break and then straight into the new semester. And so schedules and everything like that have not fallen together. And honestly, I wanted to get into a better rhythm this semester before we started recording again. So I think it worked out well. And so today we wanted to talk about Lent. When does Lent start? When is Ash Wednesday?
It's next week.
Next week?
Yeah.
What is it? February?
Like
22nd?
literally Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on Wednesday. It's like 4 days away.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's pretty soon.
So we need to like post this like on Sunday.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. I guess that'd be
Wow.
good.
Wow. Yeah, so this works out great. And I wanted to just kind of talk about past Lenten fast or almsgiving or prayer, whatever you guys have done in the past, what has worked and what has not. So, Colby, what has been like, let's do it like highlights. I like that. What's been like a highlight fast for you in your life?
Highlight fast. In high school, I gave up sleeping on my bed, and I just slept on the floor in a sleeping bag. And I don't know. I mean, it was fine, I guess. Wouldn't necessarily recommend it. I don't think it really helped me grow closer to Jesus. At least, yeah. I don't think that it was helpful. I loved the idea. I thought it was super cool. I was like, I really want to go into this Lent. And so I was like, dream big. So I did that. And it was fine. I just, I don't think it really, I was intentional about it being a sacrifice for Lent, like leading me closer to Jesus and like just, But, and then another one was one Lent, I think it was the next year, I just gave up all sweets. I was pretty strict, and I think often I would look at Sundays and I'd be like, oh nope, still gotta give up stuff. It's Lent, but I think at least now, maybe this is another subject we can get into a little bit later. But like I would see as like Sunday is a day that you can kind of take off from that. But we can talk about that in a bit. So like, but it didn't. This also didn't work very well for me because at the end of Lent, I just started eating like a lot of sweets and stuff. I just started snacking all the time, and
Classic.
yeah. So it was just like I just like went straight back into it, and so it was definitely a sacrifice. But in the end, it just like ended up being maybe like kind of not good for me because I just like really clung on to snacks after that. Like I'm supposed to be like giving this up and kind of trying to purify myself in some way from like the material things, but then like afterwards I just cling to it even harder. That's kind of what happened, and I was just like, maybe this isn't a good thing for me to do in the future. So
Wow.
those are some of the big things I guess that I did in high school. Yeah, and then like some small things are just like that I kind of did after that. I did well actually last year I did Exodus 90. However, I kind of tailored it to myself. It's like I didn't do the cold showers because I just have like sensitive skin sometimes. Just kind of something that I kind of deal with. And so kind of stopped doing those after a while, and then majorly that one. But I felt like I was cheating it, so I was like, I don't know.
Right, which is a weird thing, feeling like you're cheating on something at like Exodus 90, which is very hard to do in general, and then we still don't give ourselves credit because it's like, oh, I didn't do it as well as I could have.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's a whole nother topic too. But I want to go back to that sleeping on the floor, but you felt like it wasn't something that actually helped you. Because I've heard that quite a bit. Like when we're choosing this fasting or something like that, it's like, okay, is this just a pride thing? Do I want to be able to say that, yeah, I sleep on the floor? Or is this actually something like, man, this kind of does suck consistently, and this is helping me realize Jesus Christ in the flesh. So, can you expand on that a little bit?
Yeah, just that, like how to make sacrifice kind of, I guess, bring me closer to Christ, I guess, is the question. Like how do I do that?
Yeah, how do you identify that, or what was it that like
That I realized like, oh, that's not doing that.
Yes.
Well, I guess I kind of look back at it now, and I think, at the end of Lent, it, at Easter or whatever, well, I kind of look at it now, and just at the, like, during it, I kind of saw that, like, just, I remember my mom specifically was just like, why are you doing that or whatever, and I was just like, I don't know, I felt like, at least, in my own home or whatever, I don't think I went and told everybody about it. Maybe I did, I can't really remember, but I just like was given a little bit more attention than I wanted for it, and it's just like, I don't know. I felt like, yeah, it was kind of for that attention. At least like once I started it, I was like, maybe this isn't even something I was ready for. I kind of just dove into it. Yeah. So how did I kind of realize that? I don't know. Just I don't know, by the people around me, I guess. Like just kind of noticing it and like asking me about it or whatever, and it's just like, maybe this isn't something that that I should do. But I mean, I followed through with it. But yeah, it was just I don't know. I don't know if I really have a great answer for that.
Gotcha. No, I think that kind of clears it up a little bit for me. You just notice that it's like, I don't really feel great about this. And you like felt like it was too much of a distraction almost, because it was like, whoa, you're doing that, like from other people. They kept bringing it up. So
Yeah.
that kind of answers it, I think. Alex, what has been one of your highlights?
Ooh, one of my highlights.
Yep,
Ooh.
one of your fasting highlights.
Well, I mean, let's think here. Last year, I did what they used to do back during Lent, and I fasted every day of Lent.
Ooh.
So that was really difficult, and I didn't really do it too well. So that's what I'm gonna be doing this Lent, but
Okay.
because it was really difficult, and it was the beginning of it. I remember I would like see what my mom would fast on, like because like she would like fast on Fridays and stuff, and I'd be like, cheese and crackers. There's no way. There's no way I can just eat that and survive. And so I tried for like 3 days, and that was a mistake. Like I needed to tailor it to my body. So I was like, my mom's way like less. That was weird sounding. My mom's not as heavy as I am.
Right.
And so I was like, I'm like 100 pounds heavier than she is. And so I was like, oh man. So I had to tailor it to myself, because otherwise I did start getting headaches, and I was getting really lightheaded during like mass. It was just really bad.
Oh, wow.
It was like no matter how much water I drank, it was just like, ooh, it was hitting me hard. So I wasn't eating as much like protein, I guess, and stuff like that, like nutrients wise. And
Right.
so then like I started changing it up, but then I changed it up too much and started being like, oh well, I'm doing more work today, so I can eat more. So that was fun.
That's a
And,
weird highlight.
Yeah, it is. I guess another one was I did cold showers.
Yeah.
But that one was also, I was like, lukewarm. That's pretty close.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I think the fasting one definitely, by the time I was finished with it, and like I'd like changed things up enough to where it was like the last 2 weeks I was going consistently on like what I was eating. And by the end of it, I realized like just like how detached I wanted to be from material things, and like how invaluable all this was, and how like more like I wanted to be with Christ. And yeah, so like it ended up being like pretty useful.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Powerful.
Mm-hmm.
That come from prayer after like those last 2 weeks?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I mean, I can't necessarily remember,
Wow.
but yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. This just came up when you were talking, Alex, because it's similar to what Colby was saying, I think. Very common throughout when we talk about Lent is like this. Well, I gave this up, but I didn't do too well with it. Like, what is that? Why is it always like, I feel like every single Lent, once Easter is done, Easter is done. Once Easter is here, I'm always like, I wish I would have done Lent better. You know, like you always have this like guilty, and it's like, there's no way this is what like Christ is calling us to like be there like in the celebration, but also be like, oh, I need to be better as a human kind of thing. Like, what can we do upcoming like this Lent? Like, how can we change that mindset? That's kind of like a general question, but that's on my mind, like going into this. What do you guys think about that?
I feel like you could have like milestones. So like kind of like almost like how like in night prayer we have like daily examinations. Almost like, so like what if like you did every Sunday you had an examination on how you did. Like, okay, now what do I do for this next week? This is like the week I'm in now. How can I do better, or did I do good and I just need to keep that up, sort of thing? Because I know, like, whenever I do Lent, I never do that. I'm just like, oh, we'll just keep going, day by day.
Oh wow! So you're proposing maybe like the first. Your general thing is like, okay, I'm gonna fast most days,
Mhm.
and then that first week, like on that Sunday, you look back and you're like, okay, was this a reasonable thing? How can I change it up to adapt to what I need?
Yeah.
Also, or if it was like too easy, be like, okay, I can skip that extra, meal or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're kind of saying?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Sweet. That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. Just like examining, like, did I do a good job at the thing that I'm like giving up or going to do or whatever today? Like, did I do it? Did I do it well? So just like at the end of the day, just kind of adding to the examination of conscience at night prayer. I really like that idea.
Thanks.
That's awesome. Okay, so Alex, you said you're going to try to just work on that fasting,
Mm-hmm.
like
At least for the fasting
post
part, but yeah.
or pre-Vatican II.
Yeah.
Is that when they changed
I think it
that?
was. Yeah.
Okay.
It was back in the 60s, I'm pretty sure.
Gotcha.
Because that's when Vatican II was, wasn't it? 60s?
You're asking. No, this is not what this podcast is for. We don't worry about dates and stuff.
True. I should have known better.
Colby and I just looked at each other like, yeah, we would have some of the other seminarians in here
Yeah.
if we had to answer questions like that.
Yeah.
Not trivia. So
Yeah.
when did Vatican II happen? I don't know.
Somewhere.
A while ago, I guess. I'm not sure.
Somewhere when my parents were young. I guess not all. Most of the seminarian parents would have been alive, or
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess that's true. I don't know.
Anyways, okay, to wrap up, what are you looking forward to in this Lent? Whether it's what you're giving up, what you're going to do, maybe a mindset that you're going into, maybe a Bible verse. What's one thing that you're kind of looking forward to?
For me, I think I'm looking forward to just praying a little bit more intentionally, like with, the passion of Christ, and just like I plan on doing that every Friday during Lent. Just praying with something from like from the agony of the garden to like Jesus dying on the cross. Just kind of having something from there every Friday during Lent, and so I'm looking forward to that. Maybe kind of with whatever I fast from, kind of maybe trying to relate to Jesus in that, or to offer that up to him in that. But really just to kind of understand his suffering, and just like understand his love for me a little bit more by knowing his suffering better. Maybe like there's just like imagining it and just like trying to understand like what he would like was feeling during that time, and just like because just being kind of abandoned by all his apostles and whatever, and just being able to pray with that every week. That's something that I really want to delve into more deeply and to just experience. So that's my thing.
Cool. I guess sort of on those same lines, but not really. I'm excited because the prayer part of it, I was going to pray a rosary at the cemetery every Sunday, and so it's still in the works because I'm not sure if I want to do more or just do that. But I'm excited for that because of just being more intentional about praying for the dead, because I've never really done that, like, consistently, I guess. I've done it more periodically, but being consistent and, like, truly thinking, like, they do need my prayers. And, yeah, I mean, just,
Cool.
yeah, being more intentional.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's hard to like define, but I can see that being like going throughout Lent and be like, where can I be more intentional in these things?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that wraps today up. Thank you for listening. Alex needs to check our email. When's the last time you checked our email? Is there any?
I checked it I check it every day usually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we don't get anything.
We don't.
So if you guys want to email us, I mean, we'll answer it for you.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah. Email. Yeah. Who knows when the next one's going to come out? We'll see what we can do about a more consistent post. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, thank you for listening. And
oh, yeah, sorry for me and Patrick. We got a cold, so that's probably why we sound weird.
That's why we sound like this. Colby's fine. Colby doesn't get sick somehow.
Yeah. I just have those antibodies.
Antibodies.
Yeah, they don't have those.
I am full bodies. There's no anti on this. My body is just made for sickness. That's what I've learned. Okay, thank you guys. Peace out. Have a good Lent.
Bye.